Good morning. Thank you so much for joining me for this week's episode of Read, Watch, Listen. First of all, I'm going to start with my read, of course, and this week it is The Optimistic Child by Martin Seligman. This is such an important book. I have given away so many copies of this book to new parents, I've lost count. If you haven't read it, you have to read this book. It's about resilience, and resilience has always intrigued me. Why do some people who come from really awful backgrounds end up a total mess, and other people who come from even worse backgrounds end up succeeding? Martin Seligman is the father of positive psychology, and that is the study of what's right with people so that we can teach other people how to use that, versus psychology, which studies what's wrong with people. This is a crazy important book. I feel like there are so many simple, subtle things that parents can do with their children that will change the trajectory of their lives. It helps them understand that they can't have a victim mindset. They are in control of their lives. It's a crazy important book. The Optimistic Child. Read it, and when you realize how awesome it is, give it to every young parent you know. Thanks. Okay, and now for this week's watch. It's the movie Wild, starring Reese Witherspoon. I finished my Camino de Santiago de Compostela in September of last year, and I walked right into the Austin Film Festival in October and watched this movie. Fortunately, I was still feeling a little bohemian and wasn't wearing any mascara because I bawled the whole time. And fortunately as well, I didn't really care what people around me thought sitting next to that girl who cried through the whole movie. I had read the book before I went, and actually Cheryl Strayed, the author, was quite an encouragement to me along the path. When I'd come up against something I didn't think I could handle, I'd think, if she can do that, I can do this. It really stayed with me, and I can't really speak to how the movie would have felt to me if I hadn't just come off of that, but I have talked to a lot of other people who hadn't taken a similar journey and who enjoyed the movie just as much. It's really about power and again about resilience, and Reese Witherspoon is amazing. Watch it. Wild. Okay, and now for this week's listen. I'm going with Tonight by Hot Chelle Rae, because sometimes you just want to dance. If you got a playlist that you listen to when you're cleaning, and you know you all do, put this one on it. It just makes you feel like you're young and living in LA and everything's going well. Maybe you just had your heart broken, but you've gotten your power back. Tonight by Hot Chelle Rae. Thanks so much for joining me. See you next week.